They set it up nice and easy for you guys here. You didn't have to search in the original problem what all the variables meant. All right, so let's get going here. Use the formula below, determine the monthly payment. Which one represents monthly payment? That's monthly payment, PMT. So PMT is going to stay PMT. If you don't like the 3 letters there, just put an X there. That's what I'm going to do in a second. All right, if you don't like the 3 letters, put an X there. On a 5-year car loan, all right, anything deals with time here. Anything deal with time? And that's the number of monthly pay periods. Monthly pay periods. So if it's 5 years, what can you do to find the number of monthly pay periods? Yep, so 5 times 12, that'll give me 60. So I'm going to plug 60 in for n. Let's keep reading. With a percentage rate, and this got to some of you, you saw, oh, it's already a decimal, good enough. No, it's a percent though. It's percent. So it's not ready to be plugged into the formula yet. You still have to divide that by 100. So the interest rate is not going to be 0.625. It's 0.625 divided by 100. So 0.00625 I'm going to plug in. And the original cost is $21,000 with a $1,000 down payment. And what's P of N? The amount you borrow. So I'm not borrowing 21 grand. How much am I borrowing? 20,000 because I already put 1,000 down. Okay, everything is ready to go now. We're ready to plug in. Any questions on any of the variables before we plug in and solve? Okay, here we go. So 20,000. 2, 3, 4. 20,000 equals X times, here we go, 1 minus parentheses, 1 plus, what do we have, 0.00625, all raised to the negative 60, all over your interest rate, which was 0.00625. There it is. How would you solve this? Find out what's inside here. Find out what's inside here. If you guys aren't using fraction templates, oh, come on now. Come on at this point. Use your fraction template, figure out what's inside the parenthesis. You multiply it by X, divide both sides by that number, 20,000 by that number. Okay? I have to get going. Go ahead, Olivia. Correct. As long as that percent sign's still there, that's percent to me. And I can't plug it in unless I divide the percent by 100. Correct. Not necessarily, but whatever if it's given in percent, it's got to be divided by 100 before you plug it into the formula for a rate. Okay? All right, I have to get going, guys. All right, I can't wait for you. If you didn't try this out already, I'm going to let you know it's $400.76. Okay, for your monthly payment. Okay, after you figure out what's inside the parentheses and you divide both sides by that. Okay, everyone all right? All right, because I'm going to move here because I got some new stuff I got to show you today. The affordable monthly payment is $300. Again, what's monthly payment? Identify the variable that's monthly payment. PMT. So PMT is going to go, 300 is going to go in for PMT now. Same time period. So everything stays the same. I don't have to change the rate. I don't have to change the monthly payments either. Determine an appropriate down payment. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to figure out how much I have to borrow to get a $300 monthly payment. That's what I'm going to do right now. How much do I have? So I'm going to solve for PN here. All right. So PN is going to be equal to, now I'm going to plug in what for PMT? 300. And hopefully somewhere on your calculator, you still have that number here because it's going to be the same number. Same exact thing. Nothing changed. Raised to the negative 60, all over 0.00625. Boom. That can all go in your calculator. And again, I just don't have the time today, guys, to wait for everybody. 14,971.59. Okay, that's not how much, though, is my down payment. That's ready? That's how much I need to borrow from whoever, the bank, whoever. How much did this originally cost? $21,000. So if it originally cost $21,000 and I need to borrow this amount, how can you figure out what I need to pay down? Have a down payment of. Take your so your down payment is going to be the original cost, which is $21,000, minus what I need to take the loan out for. And to the nearest dollar, I'll let you know it comes out to be I need to down pay about $6,028. Okay? Any questions there? Were there any others, 1 through 5, 7, 11, that I need to go over with you right now? Because I don't have those set up here. Go ahead, Jack. But I'll number. Yep. But I'll go over them if you want me to. Okay, 7. Okay, there we go. Okay, which one is equivalent? Okay, first thing, because it is multiple choice and you're finding out which ones are equal, you can always store a random number in and then figure out which one is equivalent to that answer. Okay, so that's one way around it, but I don't want to preach that way. Right? I want to show you how to actually do this in case it's a part 2 question. All right, let me take care of what's inside the parentheses. You guys know the rule. What's, or hopefully anyway, what's the rule when I divide by the same base? What do I do with the exponents? I subtract them, okay? So inside the parenthesis should be m to the 2 minus a third. Okay, here we go, 2 minus a third. What are we looking at? 2 minus a third. What do we have? 2 minus a third? 5 thirds? Okay, so this ends up being m to the 5 thirds raised to the negative 1/2. All right, next exponent rule. What happens when you raise an exponent to another one? What's my rule? Multiply, yes. So everyone ready? 5 thirds times negative 1/2. Five thirds to the negative 1/2, negative 5 over 6. Glad that Jack asked this because this is a third exponent rule now we have to go over. We have gone over it already. How do I make a negative exponent positive? Send it to the denominator. So I can rewrite this as 1 over what? 1 over m to the positive 5/6. That's why I send it to the denominator to make it positive. You'll notice what about all your multiple choices, though? They're all with a radical. So you get your boy Nelly back out, e over I. The 5 is the exponent, m to the 5th. My index is 6. E over I when I rewrite it. E exponent over index. All right. Anything else here we want to go over? Go ahead, Austin. 5. Where's my intersection points? That's not it. Good enough. What was it? I think it was. Okay, when are these two equal to each other? Notice they didn't graph. They didn't graph this for you, and they didn't give you the equation of this one. But you know when they're equal to each other, that's where both graphs do what? Intersect each other. All right, that's where both graphs intersect each other. So if I start with the first one, 0, negative 2, there is no shot that that is an answer. Why? Is it even on the parabola? It might be on the line here, great, but is it on the parabola? No, so there's no way that's a solution because it has to be on both, guys. It has to be on both the line and this parabola. No shot. I'm not even going to look at this. 0, -2, no shot. 1, 6. 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the problem? Not even on the parabola, so why are we going to discuss it? It needs to be on both. So now I'm down to 1, 1. There it is. And then they always do this to us, 6, 16, which is not even showing on the graph. But think about it. This is a line, right? How many times is it good? This is going to go on forever, and the line's going to go on forever. So how many times should they intersect? Twice. And it will eventually, really, who cares about the 6, 16? We eliminated the other 3 choices, and we already know 1, 1's on the parabola. So got to be 4. Where they intersect, they're on both the parabola and the line. Okay? All right, we're ready. Everyone have a calculator today because you are just going to be exhausting the battery in your calculator today. Everyone got it? Okay. I have to show you something that we have not gone over yet. I think we went over one question at the beginning of our review, and it seems like every year now they plop one of these questions on, and they're not that bad. It's just I need to show you guys how to use your calculator to figure it out. Okay? Different types of what we call regressions, all right? So now we're on, put the exams away, we're on the handout I had given you right now. What's that? Where's the handouts? Haven't made their way around? In the back, maybe? Hannah, I just got to talk to you, Connor, and Owen. All right, we may have a good solution to this whole chemistry, math, back-to-back thing. Okay, did you hear about it yet or no? Okay, we're gonna give you a little break, I think. Okay. Okay, here we go. You can just put it. You go right on the top of the box over there. Thank you. Okay, different types of regression, meaning if I give you this graph, can you give me the equation of it and how to use your calculator to do that? There's 4 types I just need you to be familiar with. There's linear, which is just a line. There's logarithmic, that looks like this. Exponential, which you guys dealt with last year or in Algebra 1, right? Increases very fast. And then there's power, kind of looks like exponential, but it increases a lot slower. All right, that's the difference if you want to know between exponential and power. All right, exponential increases very quickly while power gradually increases. Okay, so that's what those graphs look like. So just for this first problem, I did a scatter plot, put some dots on the graph. What type of regression does this look like? And now you guys can compare it to the front of your packet there. All right, this looks like a logarithmic, yes. Okay, so I just real quickly wanted to give you a problem so you guys could identify what type of regression. You're going to start writing the equations here in about 2 minutes. Okay, so that's a logarithmic equation. All right, so let me go to the next one. The next one I got to write off, actually, it's part of your January one we're working on right now. Okay, this is a multiple choice off your January 2017 Regents. I gave a scatter plot. Which equation best represents this model? Can you guys please eliminate 2 for me? Not number 2, but 2 choices. Can you eliminate 2 choices right away? Definitely can't be these type. Sarah? Well, it can't be number 4. This is not a sine curve. All right, we're definitely not a sine curve. And anybody know what type of equation this is here? Linear. This is a linear. Y equals mx plus b. Yeah, that's not a line. All right, so it's some type of exponential. But which one? All right, anybody have a good idea what I could do here? Put it in the calc. Yeah, let's roll. Put it in the calc. So let's try number 2 in the calc. There we go. I just graphed choice number 2. And some of you may be, looks pretty good. I'm not even going to check 3. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go with it. God, please remember this going into a couple of days. This is a 10 by 10 grid right up here. 10 by 10. Look at the graph on your question. Is that 10 by 10? No. Okay? Literally, what your calculator is giving you is that little piece right there that fits inside there. That's what your calculator is giving you. So what am I trying to suggest to you guys? Hey, yeah, there you go. Change the window. Finally, I accomplished something. Yes. Change your darn window so it matches the window on the graph that's provided. Where do I go to change my window? Window. Okay, X minimum. You help me out. X minimum. 0. It goes all the way to what on the X max? 100. Looks like you're going by what here? 20s? I guess you could keep. I'll go by 20s too, I guess. What's your Y minimum? -10. And what's your Y max? 60. And it looks like you're going by 10s there. Okay. That didn't help too much, huh? What did I forget a window? What did I do? 0 to 100. 20, minimum, -10, max, 60, 10. Yeah. Oh, okay, I know why. Yeah, I know why. It's not the damn answer. All right, so that's what that one looks like. Going nuts up here. All right, and then I try out the next one. There it is. All right, so you can just change your window. That was embarrassing. Okay. And finally, before I leave this, you do another problem, and maybe you need the graph again. How to go back to your original window settings. Okay, just go zoom 6, zoom standard. Yep. Okay, and that'll go back to your 10 by 10. All right. Everybody good? Because here now we're going to get not hardcore, but this is really the meat of what I need to do today. All right, here we go. Using your calculators now to find the equation for all these different regressions. All right, I want to go over all 4 that I showed you at the beginning. Okay, I really don't need the story behind it. Guy's going to watch an online video of a band. Okay, good call. And Joey made the table. Joey, cumulative number of views was getting online. Okay, good for him. He's got some time. Bottom line, what am I asking you to write? A exponential regression. Okay, everyone remember where your lists were, because this is where I'm going to put it in. Where were your lists found? Stat, edit. There they are. Stat, edit. If you need to clear out a list, again, you hit the L1 or highlight L1 or L2, clear, enter. Clear, enter. Now, when you're putting it into the list, be careful. Notice there's no Y value for 2, so don't put 2 in. There's nothing to plug in on the other list, so don't plug 2 in here. Everyone see that? We're going to figure out what should go there in a minute, but don't plug 2 in. So 0, 1, 3, 4. Here we go. 0, enter. 1, enter. Please make sure you're doing this right now. 3, enter. So 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and their corresponding values in L2. 843, 1708. Okay, make sure it's in. And again, I can't, you have to be there 2 hours out of the 3 in a couple Wednesdays. Just look it over one more time before you hit a new button and just say, are they all plugged in correctly? All right, because you don't want to be off by, maybe you forgot the 1 here. That became another number other than 0. You never know. Okay, what type of regression do we need? Exponential. So to go to all the regressions, you go to Stat, Calculate, and you will see a bunch of different regressions. You're going to only be responsible for 4 of them. The one we need right now, exponential. Not showing right now on this screen, so there's more options. So go ahead, scroll down, and you'll see more options, and everyone see EXP regression. That's exponential regression. So I hit enter on choice 0. It's going to tell you what list to look in, L1 and L2. If it's not there, make sure we plug it in. There's nothing you need to store into your frequency list or the store. You're just going to calculate. There it is. The first line tells you how to write the equation. And A and B should be provided. The only thing I worry about is your rounding. How good are we at rounding here? Because you're going to see some different rounding. You're going to get real ticked at me in a couple problems what I ask you to round to, but we'll get to that then. What am I rounding to here? Nearest hundredth. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so it's y equals, ready? Y equals A, which the value they gave you was A, which was 836 point. Rounded to the nearest hundredth. 47. Notice what's next? Times. You can put times. I put a little parenthesis. B, which they give you the value of. 2.05. And we raise it to the x. There it is. Free points right there. Free points. Every time, they'll ask you to write the equation, then use it. Okay, then use it. So we need to figure out right now, what am I plugging in for, y or x? Read through the problem. Joey forgot to record the number of views for the second month. Silly Joey. Use this equation to find how many views it got. So I'm going to use this equation. Where's that 2 going to go, though? Where's the 2? 2. Months. Which one's months here? First column's always your x values. So I'm going to plug in 2 for x to find the number of views, y. So y equals 836.47, 2.05 to the second. And that's just the calculate. Plug it in the calculator. It looks like all the views are rounded to the nearest whole number here. How many views? About 3,515. Here's another great part of these. You can do a common sense check. What do I mean by common sense check? Up to your table. Does 315 fit in 7124? Yeah. If I got 10,000, I probably did something wrong. All right, so that's where it should go in the table. Questions? All right, let's go, because now I'm going to start calling on you guys. Use the regression still, but now to predict the nearest 10th of a month when it'll hit 800,000 views. So where's this 800,000 going now if it's the views? All right, and we got to solve for x. All righty. So 800,000 equals 836.47 times 2.05 to the x. Woo! We've been here before, a couple times this review. Where's the x? It's up as an exponent. What's going to get used here in a second? Yeah, logs. Okay, you don't need to exaggerate it. We got it. Okay, you don't need to celebrate. Here we go. First thing, though. Perfect. First thing, what do I need to get rid of? 836.47. How? Yep, see you later. So I end up with 2.05 to the x equals, hey, are we done with this problem after you do that? Nope, what am I trying to tell you? Don't round. How do I get the x down now? Log both sides. Ready? Log 956.4011 equals, what's that going to look on the right side? I want to get it down. What's it going to look like? X times log of 2.05. Yep. And then how am I going to get the x by itself? Go ahead, Gianna. Say that again. Oh, it does. It will matter. Thank you. Sorry. Thanks for keeping me on my toes there. It will matter. Right now, it will actually matter. What do I have to divide both sides by? Okay, yep. And I am please begging you to use a fraction template when you do this. And what are we rounding to? Nearest tenth of a month? And then nearest tenth, 9.6. Hey, a little common sense check, right? Everyone see where 800,000 would have been in? Oh, it would have been way over, huh? So hopefully you got a number bigger than 6, right? Okay, 9.6. Any questions? That's all I want to show you for the rest of the class, except it won't say exponential, it'll say a different regression. So we go to a different spot on the calculator. Here we go, yeah, here we go. Ooh, yeah, now it's a power regression. Yeah, hi, Hannah. It'll always give you that top line, which tells you how to write it. Always, yes, always, yep. Power regression. Let's go back to our list, right? Let's go back to our list. Okay, once you get it in the list, we're going to stat calculate. Can you identify where the power regression would be? Everyone see where the power regression would be? A, choice A. Okay, go ahead, choice A. L1, L2, nothing else needs to be in there other than L1 and L2. Okay, here we go. Everyone, how are we doing? We get into the power regression. It's giving you your equation, how to write it on the top line. All right, here we go. Y equals, it looks like A value comes first. And what are the rounding directions for this one? No, not yet. That's the second part of the question. That's their two-part question here. I know I should have separated. I apologize. 3 decimal places. So the A value, 2.001. Now the X is down below, not as the exponent. So times X raised to the B. What's your B value to the 3 decimal places? 2.298. 2.298. Just go back to your list, Jack. See if everything's in there. Everyone all right? Right off the calculator. Can't go wrong, right? All right, now use it. Using this equation, predict the bacteria's growth to the nearest integer, all right? After 15 minutes. Minutes, time, what value, what variable am I going to plug 15 in for? And for x, let's roll. So y equals 2.001, plugging in the 15 for the time, raised to the 2.298 to the nearest integer. Now, how many bacteria? (1,009 bacteria. Yep, 1,009 bacteria. Is there anything you want to ask? Because this next one's a little different just based on the calculator. Any questions? So we went through exponential. We just hit power. Now we'll hit up logarithmic. Okay? So I'll give you guys the opportunity, a little wind chill, wind speed. It is the season, so here we go. It is the season. So if the air temperature is 10 degrees and the wind speed's the following, this is what it feels like. How about that? Here we go, here we go. Let's stop staring and type it in our, get going, type it in our list. Everyone typed in? All right. When you go to your and some of you are already finding this out, my calculator just totally disappeared. Okay, I don't have the calculator anymore. Okay, let's go. It's because you're not picking the right one. Calm down, champs. You don't know which one to pick because no one sees logarithmic regression on there, do you? And it's not logistic because it sounds like logarithmic. All right, it's not logistic because it sounds like logarithmic. All right, let's just put it right. Let me put that part right out there. All right, it's not logistic. Okay, I don't know if this is going to come or not, so I'll do a log regression. Okay, which should be choice number 9 on your calculator. That is that's the only little thing you got to remember here, is that when it asks for a logarithmic regression, I'm going to use the natural log regression, not logistics, please. Now, hopefully, you're not getting an error. And it still tells you how to write it on top. I know it doesn't look the greatest. All right, still tells you how to write it on top. And I'm sorry, yes, nearest 10,000. What's going on? Ready? Tenths, 1 decimal. What's next? Hundredths, 2. Thousandth, 10,000ths. Yes. So I'm looking for 4 numbers after the decimal right now. So you're looking at that 5th one. Okay? So here we go. Ready? Y equals, what's the A value they tell you? 13.013. What do I do with that 4? Keep it around it. Keep it 4. Minus, well, it says plus, but it's a negative B. Everyone see it's a negative B value? So minus 7 point. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat back there. 3135 ln of x. Yes, Matt. That's your b value. Natural log of x. And everyone knows where your ln button is on the calculator because you're going to use it here right now on the left-hand side. All right, let's refocus here so we can finish this question. Use the equation, find the wind chill factor to the nearest degree if the wind speed is 50. Wind speed was what variable for us? All right, there it is. I wouldn't have you solve for y anyway. I mean, solve for x. I would have you plug it in. 3.5 natural log of 50. And it should be above negative 12. Because we know at a wind speed of 31, the temperature is negative 12. And now we're doing a wind speed of 50. So hopefully you get an answer, I should say below negative 12. Pretty chilly out if it's blowing 50 miles an hour. Yeah. We all good because we got we've done 3 now. The only one we haven't done is linear. And I think I saved this for last because I think you guys did this in Algebra 1. I just remembering where to go on the calculator. All right, so go ahead. Number of theaters, gross earnings, plug her in. As you guys are plugging in, I'm asking you to do 4 problems tonight. That's it. And you all know you use your calculators. I'm going to put this answer key up on Aspen. All right, so please look at Aspen, but we're not going to be packing away here. Absolutely not. Let's go. I'm going to go right to the bell today, just a heads up. I got to talk about that, Caroline. Yes, that's a good question. Which one? Because people see 2 linear regressions on there. All right, ready? Even if you get on the test in a couple Wednesdays, you guys have always graphed lines. It's always come in y equals mx plus b. All right, I know there's no m there, but it's ax plus b, which is which choice? Choice 4, yes. So you want always choice 4. We'll never deal with choice 8. Okay, so go ahead, select choice 4. Again, I'm going to go right up to the bell here. So choice 4. And sorry about the rounding directions on this one. I'm sorry, Matt. Yeah, I'm sorry. 5 decimals, yes. So y equals, what's your a value to 5 decimal places? 0.0102 x. No? That's what I got. Did I type something in my calculator wrong? Okay. All right. Check yourself. And then the b value is negative, right? So minus 1.01 787. Go back and check your table. Maybe something was plugged in, a decimal off somewhere. All right, let's keep going here right up to the bell. Use this equation. Approximate the millions of dollars for 610 theaters. So where's the 610? X, here we go. Plug it in for X. 610. Round your answer to 2 decimal places, it says. 2 decimal places. Keep going strong here. 2 decimal places, what do we end up with? 4.56, yep. Find the minimum number of theaters would generate 7. Oh, hey, how you been? Right at the end of class. Thanks, appreciate it. 7.65 million. So where did the 7.65 million go now? In format, yep. Y, and now you're solving for X, yes. Okay, guys, 4 problems I'm asking for tonight, and the answers are all up on Aspen. You're just using your calculators. Please try them out and check them before you come in tomorrow. Nice job today.